Pop Squat. Come on at ya. Chris, who sent in a whole bunch of music. Finally getting back to some of his stuff. I was trying to do this track yesterday and I didn't get to it and I was tired. And it took me until like 1:30 in the morning to get everything uploaded anyway. So that was probably a wise choice. We've got some Drippin' So Pretty that Chris sent in. This is called Menace. And I want to turn this up just a tiny little bit. It's 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I wanted to thank everybody who's been subscribing lately. Its numbers have gone up significantly. I'm sure it has something to do with the fact that I was listening to the stuff that was kind of the back and forth between Summers and Jace. But who knows? Maybe it's some other reason. Maybe people just have liked some of the music that I've been posting lately. Regardless, thank you for joining the channel. We just hit 30,000 subscribers last week sometime. Week before? I forget. Week before. And we're already at 31,097. So that's pretty cool. It's more than 1,000 people in just... it's almost 1,100 people in just like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And that's pretty darn good for what this channel's been doing. Recently, I'm back up to over 1,500 new subscribers, and I think at most in the last 28 days, and I think my highest was like maybe 2,500 in the last 28 days. So I appreciate the numbers changing direction. I was down like at 1,288 or something like that in the last 28 days, and that was kind of sad. But at the same time, I'm going to keep doing this even if I get 0 new subscribers or even lose subscribers. I'm just exploring music. So I appreciate you showing up though, and I appreciate you subscribing. So if you haven't done that, please do so. I think it's over here. And all that stuff, like, subscribe, hit the bell thing. I don't keep track of how any of that stuff works. It just matters to me if people subscribe because it's kind of fun. And it means we get to the 35,000 subscriber giveaway even that much sooner. So let's check out Drippin' So Pretty. This is a track called Menace. This came out on an album called Back From Hell, which came out in 2020. Produced by This Land Is, or This Landis. I'm not sure. Like I said, track 10 on Back From Hell. And let's see what else Genius has to tell me about this. Nothing. Oh, track 10, meaning it is the last track on this album. And it's labeled as just a rap track. So let's see. Drippin' So Pretty is an interesting guy, former heroin addict, and he uses that a lot in his music, and sort of the alienation he felt, the problems it caused him, the realizations he's had since getting off of it. Like, it's interesting. He's one of those people who is taken his addiction and he recognizes like it's very, very destructive for him, and he tries to not preach to people but tell people like, this is what happened to me and this is the stuff that I have to make up for in my life. And hopefully people take that as a message worth listening to, because really it is. I often talk about the only thing I can relate to his experience is that I'm alcoholic, and I was alcoholic. I was actively alcoholic for about 4 or 5 years, and it absolutely fucked up everything. Oh man, it just messed up everything, and I'm really paying for it now, and especially paying for it in this new relationship that I wish I had some of the things that I squandered when I was drinking for this relationship. And it sucks. So I get where he's coming from, and I can't imagine kind of the sorts of things that he had to go through while active in his addiction. So I'm looking forward to hearing this. 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I hope you like it. Again, thanks for subscribing, and let's give a listen to Menace, sent in by Chris. Thanks again, Chris.
Motorsport.
I like that beat.
you testing? No, I keep my weapon. Your bitch wanted sexing. It's hard to her best friend. She just want affection. This a Glock, no effing. I won't go to heaven. Always been a menace. Always saying everything is alright. I just know that it's a problem when I'm by myself. I know that she wanna fuck me all night. There's a problem, is it me or you? I just can't. Deep down I know that you fucking hate me. Always been the one to drive you crazy, yeah, yeah. Give me top inside that new Mercedes. Baby girl, the devil gonna take me, yeah, yeah. Had a nightmare, I was screaming. I be with my demons. Tell your secret, I'ma keep it. Say you love me, don't believe it. I don't really see it. Ain't had nothing, I was fiending.
Huh. This is an interesting track. This is really not I mean, unless I'm supposed to read into this relationship he's having with one or two people being about drugs. I don't think it is. I think it's actually talking about like how he's with somebody and they're really not a good fit for whatever reason, right? Deep down, I know you fucking hate me. Always been the one to drive you crazy. Give me top inside the new Mercedes. Baby girl, the devil gonna take me. Had a nightmare, I was screaming. I'd be with my demons. Tell your secret, I might keep it. That's a great line. Tell your secret, I might keep it. Like, let me know, like, the thing that you have, like, a secret. And maybe I won't tell anybody. Say you love me, don't believe it. I don't really see it. Ain't had nothing, I was fiending. What's that mean? I like the sound of this song. It's interesting because the name that just popped into my head is Lil Ugly Mane, and this doesn't really sound like Lil Ugly Mane in his kind of more alternative rock sort of thing that he does, but just the fact that this song does kind of sound like an alternative rock song with maybe a touch of emo. Not really. This is not a song I'd consider emo. But I know some of his stuff is considered emo. But it's different than the stuff that I've heard from Drippin' So Pretty. So it's kind of cool to see this different side of him. Let's keep going. I'm talking too much.
I like feeling young. I was taking drugs when I was all by myself. No one showed me love. Never had my hand up cause I don't want your help. There ain't no escaping. So you acting fake, I swear I saw that shit in HD. I know they betrayed me. Swear I miss my friend, I'm asking God if you would trade me. Who the fuck you testing? No, I keep my weapon. Your bitch wanted sexing. It's hard to her best friend. She just want affection. This a Glock, no effing. I won't go to heaven. Always been a menace. Always saying everything is alright. I just know that it's a problem when I'm by myself. I know that you wanna fuck me all night. There's a problem, is it me or you? I just can't. Deep down I know that you fucking hate me. Always been the one to drive you crazy, yeah, yeah. Give me top inside that new Mercedes. Baby girl, the devil gonna take me, yeah, yeah. Had a nightmare, I was screaming. I be with my demons. Tell your secret, I'ma keep it. Say you love me, don't believe it. I don't really see it. Ain't had nothing, I was fiending. I like feeling numb. I was taking drugs when I was all by myself. No one showed me love.
Yeah, and see, even in this, he brings it back to drugs, the feelings he was having that drove him to take the drugs, that he was trying to make up for this hole of nobody showing him love, and so instead of feeling that emptiness, he wanted to just feel numb. And I think everybody kind of gets that to some extent. Sometimes you just get frustrated and you're angry and lonely and sad, and you don't want to feel like that. And sometimes in those moments, somebody offers you something that maybe you should say no to. Whatever it is. I like that. I like that track. I like that track. Might be. I don't know. I like the track that I listened to from him a while ago. Oh man, what was it called? He was in the house that was falling apart around him. I thought that was a really good song. I can't type. Drippin' so pretty. Last shot, heroin. Yeah, that was a good song. I like that one a lot. And I don't know. This one might be my favorite by him. I'll have to listen to it some more because I think it's pretty good. I'll be back tomorrow. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get to do a few more songs than I have been doing lately. And there you go. I should probably do a track from the 80s too. So there you go. Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Chris, thanks again. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the money you sent, so thank you. Help me pay my rent this month. Bye-bye. Have a good night.